officially live. Button should have engaged. I'm just waiting for my screens to light up. But hello, Leslie J here. Hope everyone is well. I'm expecting the audio just to come in, so I'm just giving it a moment. New Tavern Brawl. There we are, that's the first hit. I'm trying not to have a long intro countdown timer. I find it to be a little long for a YouTube video's intro. So it's a little chaotic when we start, but here we are. Let's go have a look at this week's Tavern Brawl. Oh, Arena's moved to the front page. That's that one now. Sorry, I've been a little bit congested this morning. It is 8 AM here. So Mimirons Faceoff is this week's Tavern Brawl. Second Mimiron's head appears out of nowhere. Take control of a robot army and dispose of the obvious fakes. So this Tavern Brawl, let's have a quick look into the details on this one. This is the third time we've had this Tavern Brawl. I thought we've had this one more than 3 times, but according to Hearthstone, it's 3 times. This is the 3rd time. That's supported by the wiki. I'm just having a quick look. Yep. Okay, so what do we got? This brawl provides a pre-made deck and hero. Unfortunately, no picking of a hero this time. The gimmick is that you need to have 3 mechs on the board at the start of your turn, meaning your opponent will have a turn to do, or time to do something about it. If you succeed, you get Voltron and can wreck faces. What's meant to be take on Voltron? I don't know if we're meant to say VO7TRON or 0N. We have a hero power that reads passive at the end of your turn, summon a random 1-cost mech, then flip this hero power, and then there is a passive. At the start of your turn, if you have at least 3 mechs, destroy them and form VO7TRO0N, then flip your hero power. And then the Voltron has charge and mega wind fury, which means they can attack 4 times. And that is all Hearthstone has on it. We also have the Hearthstone wiki. Copy. We read over that on that article. It hasn't been updated to show it's back. This brawl sees players doing battle as Mimiron's head. Decks are comprised of various mech cards. At the end of each turn, they summon a random 1-cost mech. And at the start of their turn, they have a chance to summon. We went over this. Nodes, unlike Super Assembly Robot, that does not destroy all mechs, but only 3 of them. Mimiron's head hero has no emotes. Clicking on any emote does nothing. Amalgam for low cost mechs. It is recommended to get their chance at a summoning as soon as possible. Similarly, one should make it a priority to not leave 3 mechs on the opponent's board for this same reason. And there is an example of the deck we are potentially looking at. Pretty simple. I don't think this is going to be a long stream again. I'll try to, somewhere between half an hour and an hour, I'm guessing. We'll get 3 or 4 games in, see where we land, and then go from there. Now, I'm just curious. I just want to check my dailies and weeklies. They did pop through as I logged in. Yeek. Let's go. I'm going to trigger one of those no matter what. And that one's going to trigger too. Fair enough. Oh, they've moved the button. It's annoying. They've brought Arena to the front again, which is fair enough. It is their new priority push, but fighting Tavern Brawl away again is sad. Let's go. Yeah, not much really to talk about in this one, which is a bit sad. It's a little sad for me, but we'll get into it. See if there's any changes, alterations.
Behold the magnificent aerial command unit! Behold the magnificent
That's gonna get old quick. Ooh, Ziliax is cool, but too expensive. Gives me riders. Snip Snap's good, but probably something I want to play later. We'll get the dredge. A bit of a rush. Bumper cars. We should be okay. Leave another coin. Yep. 1, 2, fire!
Error, hot bucket.
Going first has an advantage.
Error, hot bucket. Error, hot bucket.
There's our 3.
Paul. Paul.
Repair in progress.
Well, that's not good. Did we do that?
Want to hear my playlist?
Interesting choice.
Want to hear my playlist?
They don't have the ability this turn, so let's do it. Go for it ourselves. And that's the problem. That's a huge problem. We can't counter that. No matter what, they get it.
Here for a good time, not a long
And the glory of the B-O-7-T-R-O-N!
That's going to be a GG.
Here for a good time. Here for a good time.
Toys are much more fun to bring.
And at that point, we are dead, aren't we?
Can I help you, sir?
Job's done.
Fair enough. What is in the deck? Have a look.
magnificent aerial command unit! Behold the magnificent aerial command unit!
Got a hunter's mech, a mage mech, a priest mech, on a rogue sprint. What would you? Really? Bell Reaver?
Converting stored energy.
I am ready!
Toys are much more fun to break.
Ooh, that could be good for a winter.
No, no, no!
Converting stored energy.
It really is just an early fight for board control. And again, we're just out of luck. Like, them having the 2 discounts got a board full. Yeah,
Photonic works.
we'll do that, but they still get their unit.
Bask in the glory of the VO7TR-ON!
We can hope they don't go face, but even then that doesn't help us that much, does it?
Here for a good time. Here for a good time.
Okay, this will be interesting. Right, there's nothing we can do here, so let's science this.
Here for a
Does it?
good time. Not a long time.
Want to hear my playlist?
Yeah, okay.
Bask in the glory of the VO7TR-ON!
Just bad luck. Not filling me with hope. But they had 2 discounts, there's very little I could do there. Like the best hand, I'm just kind of going over the cards. You really just need the cheap cards, keep your minion from getting there.
Behold
Voltron.
the magnificent aerial command unit! Behold the magnificent aerial command unit!
Okay, we get one. It's a good start. So we want to increase our chances of having something to play. Nope.
I am ready!
Error. Hot bucket. Hall.
Don't really have much of a choice there. Oh, with the bear. Okay, try drawing.
Here for a good time. Here for a good time.
That wipes my board.
I am ready.
Well, that doesn't do me any good, does it?
Hello, hello, hello. 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, nothing to play.
Bask in the glory of the B-O-7-T-R-O-N.
Here for a good time. Here for a good time.
And I think we're screwed again. What are we up to? And we're dead. Right. We can't kill it. They go face. Okay.
Behold the magnificent aerial command unit! Behold the magnificent aerial command unit!
Debating on this one. These two, we need something we can play early on, and they're not going to get us there early enough. One of these two, definitely a one cost to play. Dealing 1 damage to all minions going second's probably critical here. Ooh. Upgrading Menace will be good.
Yo, 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 yo!
I think it's more important we get on the board there. We'll win Fury, or we'll win, but I still keep their 2 minions at this point. We'll see how they trade, if they do. So we definitely need to do that. And then we need to develop 2 Nitrons side by side. In this position, we can probably trade twice.
I am ready.
That's good.
I am ready.
Error. Hot bucket.
Job's done.
Maybe.
Error. Hot bucket.
They can double trade here. We can drop replicating menace. It'd be huge. Especially if we can kill it in the same turn. That's our best hope at this point.
1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and...
Paul.
Ooh, here we go. Here we go. Whoops.
Here for a good time. Here for a good time.
Ooh, well played.
Unity. Precision. Perfection.
We can double play these.
Want to hear my playlist?
Some mini bots. We're in at least the better position this time round.
Unity. Precision. Perfection.
There we go.
Battle detected. Bask in the glory of the B-O-7-T-R-O-N. Our go. Mega thrusters, the mega thrusters.
And then we can pretty much just discount everything there. Oh. Now we wait. Now we wait. GG. Daily coins pack. Again? We will go again. What's everyone's thoughts of this one? You know, I lost 3 in a row trying to get into it, right? Some of the cards in the deck, we'll have a look at it at the end, but well, aren't great. Like, there's so much better mechs out there now, or all minions.
The magnificent aerial command unit. Behold the magnificent aerial command unit.
Like, Bell Reaver's just terrible. Snipzap's good, but you don't want an early sprint. Like, you don't want that chunking up your hand early on. Ooh, this is an interesting hand. A discount would be good, but outside of that...
Arrow, hot bucket. Arrow,
Let's force them to trade. Just cheap as possible. So we've got stuff to play. If I was them, I'd trade for the 2-1 and the 1-2. Ooh, what they got? Ooh. We really don't have a choice. We've kind of got to trade into there. We could have taken out the kangaroo, but oh, there we go. That's GG. Yep, very much GG.
For a good time.
Gets us out of this one. Not that, that's for sure. Yeah, we trade there, we still lose. Yes, we drop him.
In the glory of the B07
And that's a GG.
Cohen.
Yes, there's a chance if you get him to overextend like the board we have there, and you have like the whirlwind, you could kill it. Like, that's 8 damage. But who would play that way, I guess? Doesn't say really. Going with it. More gold. Yeah, really not much, but we'll make this the last game one way or another. I think half an hour is probably the best we're going to get out of this Tavern Brawl. Bit sad. A bit sad, but not much we can do about it.
Behold the magnificent aerial command unit. Behold the magnificent
Because that's getting really
aerial
annoying
command
really quick.
unit.
Ooh, Mecha Robot. Now, this is where it gets a bit interesting. I probably want that just for a cleanup. That sucks. Mechanical Yeti. Those are good. If we could pick up the discount bot on the top deck, we could play both these mechs.
Arrow, hot bucket.
Not the worst in the world. We'll do the same. I mean, we can play is more the option, I think. The galvanizers are so powerful.
Paul. Paul.
Now, best bet is to try to get one of the minions that draws a token onto the board. Well, that is not good. Just keep trading, just keep trading. There's a fish up in the teleporter.
Here for a good time. Here for a good
Okay.
time.
Let's see what they summon here. Mekaroo.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
Do we try to kill the other one here? I think we do.
Here for a good time, not a long time.
All charged up.
Really? I'd love to play that. What is that? Deplay. I think it's the best play. We play these two together. Take that out, see what we get.
Job done.
They can't get through that easily. And we have 4 minions.
In the glory
Ooh, we got the magnetic here. Wind Fury would hurt like a bitch here. Now I'm a bit nervous.
Error. Hot bucket.
We needed to stabilize there, otherwise they would have been able to trade well. They didn't get it. There's two of them in the deck.
In the glory of the B-O-7-T-R-O-N! Let's go!
Even with Wind Fury now, we've blocked it away. Oh, Wind Fury. No, why do I keep saying Wind Fury? Whirlpool. Whirlwind. We'll get there. Ooh. Double snip snap.
Converting stored energy.
In the glory of the B-O-7-T-R-O-N! There's our go! Mega Rangers are Mega Rangers are go! Mega Rangers are go!
And that is a GG. Easy. Well, we play 3, 4, 5, 6 games, only 1, 2. Oh well. Main thing is, this is a list of the deck we're playing with. It doesn't seem to have changed. Zeliax, Replicating Menace, and Snip Snap are all good in regards to when they die, they give you tokens. Outside of that, there's a couple cards that just cost too much, right? Mechanical Yeti, getting that on the... Yeah, it's good stats, but there's no way you're getting that onto the board without your opponent building their big guy, or you've got control of the board well and truly. That's a win more kind of card. Fel Reaver, again, like, burning your opponent's deck isn't going to do much when they got an 8/8 on the board. Your best hope is have the 8/8 online before they get their Mega Wind Fury Voltron. And even still, like, at least that's probably its only advantage. If you can play that on 5 knowing that they're going to get their 4/8 and you've got enough health to take it, they're not going to attack it unless they've got other minions on board. And that's highly unlikely given the random consume. So that might be a bit of counterplay for their big guy, but it doesn't feel great if you draw it early. This card's, again, too slow. By the time the game's 5 or 6, someone's run out of cards and the other one's probably built the Voltron. Galvanizer is super powerful if you can get it on the opening hand with some 1 or 2 drops. That's just super powerful. Neutron, yeah, it sticks a little bit in the early game. Same with Mecharoo. Bumper cars is interesting, given that the tokens you get aren't mechs, so they don't count towards the Voltron. But they can be really, really good for recontrolling the board. Whirlwind, I don't really feel enough minions have 1 health. Yeah, it takes out a Divine Shield. But like, outside of Mecharoon and Clockwork, everything else is bulky enough to take at least 1 Whirlwind. It's only if you combo it. Oh, the Ringer here. Oh, and Surveyor. Yeah, some interesting cards. At the end of the day, it's a fair Tavern Brawl, I'll give it that. Going first is definitely an advantage because you get that summon token that you can help with trading. So probably not super fair, just fair enough. First has the advantage, there's a few cards to focus on in the Mulligan. Mid-game, Ziliax and Snip Snap and Replicating Menace can potentially get you close to a wide board to be able to summon your Voltron. Yeah, I think that's about as much to talk about for this Tavern Brawl. So I think we'll probably plan to leave it there. Unless someone's got anything they want to bring up or point me in a direction. We do have a new expansion coming, which is pretty cool. I'm looking forward to a bit of a shake-up. I'm a bit over the current meta. What have we got? It is the Lost City of Ungoro. We've had a whole heap of revealed cards. Most of the neutrals, well, looks, or all the neutrals, assuming that, yeah, have been... What are they down here? Oh no, there's a few missing. We're still missing a few neutrals. We've seen a few of the cards. A couple of the mechanics seem interesting. We're getting an elemental effect for every class in the Kindred. When you play a elemental or beast on the previous turn, when you play this the next turn, give it spell damage +2. So it works like the elemental mechanic of if you played an elemental last turn, but it works for the typing of the card, and they come in both spell and also minion, which is interesting. Draw 2 cards, Kindred. This costs 2 less. So there was a release where these two were played side by side, or turn after turn. Were they? No, they're Shadow and Holy. Other stuff mixed in there too. I'm assuming we'll see those. But yeah, that's kind of exciting. So yeah, we got a new keyword, Kindred. Pre-orders. Anything else of note? I thought we were only getting a game board once a season. Didn't we already get one? Oh no, this is the same game board. I remember. Yeah, better to say. No. Same game board. Okay. If anyone's interested in anything I'm doing, I can be found on this Linktree link here, and I'll post it in the chat. What pops up when I click there? Stuff I've been Googling. Fortunately, I don't Google anything inappropriate on this computer. But I do wander off into some randomness. Okay, you're not going to paste. Copy. This has a link to everywhere you can find me. I stream on Twitch regularly at the moment. We have the LJ Hearthstone channel where we are at the moment. I do have a Discord. I am on Blue Sky, X, TikTok, and I was storing my old Twitch VODs on a channel called Laser J Raw. But in the next couple of weeks, I'm hoping on getting this channel up online, so a little bit of support would go a long way. This was always originally meant to be my main channel for variety gaming, and I've got a few ideas that I'd like to release in the next couple of weeks. So that's a little bit of self-promotion, and I think we'll leave it there. So thank you for everyone who stopped by. I'm a bit sad that this one's another simple Tavern Brawl. We haven't actually had one with a decent depth in about a month now. And until next time, good luck and have fun. I gotta update
Stream
my
Elements
logos.
says link tree to all of the different places you can find LJ. https://linktr.ee/lazy_j.
That works over here.